You can shake them too if you want. You can do a little dance.
Girl, you never gonna shake me in general.
Mattress is always, and you can feel free to talk during opening intros because I just talk about how nervous I am. It's like in SNL, right when they go to commercial break, when you see like moving the sets around. But Mattress always ends up being the star of these because she will wiggle her way into anything. So I was in New York. Yeah, she was. Sharon was. Yeah, she was there. Yeah.
That is not
She loves getting into the family scene. Are we live?
Yeah.
That sounds beautiful. That was beautiful.
Baby, no place to go, and if it really is good, and love is just game. Wish I had known it from the start. We're sealed by fate. Bartender pour another round. Some things never change. True love is true pain. It all looks the same.
My best riding right here.
A million pieces fly into the velvet sky. Our tale is old as time. Dead dandelion. Close your eyes, make a wish. Cause when the winds roll in, we'll never start again. Dead dandelion. Dead dandelion. Dead dandelion. Dandelion, dandelion. Say that you won't leave together, we die alone. Love is a sick joke. If you're not with me, I won't rest in peace, no. Like Edgar Allan Poe, and if there really is a God, and love is just me. Wish I had known from the start. We're sealed by fate. Bartender pour another round. Some things never change. True love is true pain. It all ends the same. A million pieces fly into the velvet sky. Our tale is old as time. Dead dandelion. Close your eyes, make a wish. Cause when the winds roll in, we'll never start again. Dead dandelion. Dead dandelion. Dead dandelion. Dandelion.
400? Boy, I used to really run this town. Yeah, you're free to go, Mattress. Mattress, thank you so much for being my noodle queen. As always, boo, it is me, Sharon Needles, the winner of season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race and the undisputed queen of Halloween, and I'm coming to you live right here from Pittsburgh, Transylvania, and of course, this wouldn't be Noodles with Needles without my drag abortion imbecile queen. Say hi to the kids.
Hi, my name is Indica.
Oh, okay. Let's go with that one. Now, it's been a while since we have gotten together with you here for Noodles with Needles, and that's just because we've been so busy doing absolutely nothing, coming to the end of winter and COVID. But I'm just going to say, how have you been, imbecile? What have you been up to?
Well, mostly I've been selling myself on the street, which is a good thing, and I've been drinking and gaining the COVID-19.
See, that's not true. She did gain the COVID-19, but you should be a little more humble and let them know that you've been working tirelessly for months in Florida, redecorating a mini mansion that your parents bought you. Please be humble, you know.
It's just a small little French chateau in Palm Beach, Florida.
See, that's the humble imbecile that I've come to know. Now, I've been pretty much doing absolutely nothing, but I did have a chance to go up to New York City, work with my musical partner, Mike Greco. For a lot of you who have been to my tour, Love is Dead, or my Halloween specials in the Laurie Beachman Theater, I got to work with him. I got to see my friend Amanda Lepore. It was a very nice week to get away from Pittsburgh and do the exact same thing, which is absolutely nothing. But you might be shocked, guys, to see that I'm wearing an abundant amount of color right now. Here, I know I'm in a black turtleneck because I'm kind of doing this Fran Drescher fantasy. But
Mr. Sheffield.
Oh my God. I'll never use your credit card again unless there's a 50% off sale at Bloomies. But I decided to wear a lot of color, try and give you like the 60s fantasy eye, because for the first time in a very long time, I'm feeling like 50% decent about humanity, myself, and life in general. So for a lot of you who've been tuning in with Noodles with Needles, or who have just been keeping an eye on me, you know this has been a very difficult year, and I'm starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the Fort Pitt Tunnel.
Oh, well, that just means you're about to die, and that is the most exciting thing I've heard all night.
That's true. I say it every day when someone says, Sharon, how are you? Because people have been asking me how I am with like sad eyes lately. Like,
oh no.
like I'm dying. And I always say, well, I haven't committed suicide yet, but there's always tomorrow. But anyway, we just wanted to catch up with you guys real quick. We love doing this. And first, for episode 4 of Noodles with Needles, and as you've known, this is a very high-tech show. This isn't like those sloppy ebony and irony podcasts. This isn't
Patreon.
this isn't some.
No, this is an Instagram Live exclusive, honey.
This is high-end, and the reason that we do it so high-end is because we are so ridiculously technical. So I'm going to cheers to you, Imbecile Queen.
Thank you, and to you, the winner of season 4, Fifi O'Hara.
She only won about 40 pounds after that show.
Okay, so just a little housekeeping before we get into the hot gossip tonight. There is several ways that you can tip the queen financially. So you have
I have lots of money, but I just want more of it.
Yeah, it's very that. So there's a PayPal down there. It's at Aaron Cody 983. Venmo, Needle666, and then if you want to throw me some money so we can do copious amounts of cocaine later.
That's right.
At Queen-Indica.
That's right. I don't really do cocaine, but, and again, furnishing her chateau on the waters of Florida is not cheap.
No.
Not that she would know, because none of it came from her pocket. Now, today what we're going to do this show like we do every time. We're going to do Hot Topics.
Trinity K. Bonet says hello.
Oh, Trinity K. Bonet. I have great stories about...
TKB.
Yes, Trinity K. Bonet. I will never forget. Hi, Trinity, and thank you for tuning into this show. And we're going to talk about this hair a little bit later, too. Okay. Trinity K. Bonet, one of my favorite stories I ever got to spend with her was we walked for the Marco Spring Fashion Show. And, you know, at backstage there's a fashion show. It is always hard to find food and alcohol. Cocaine, very easy. But we could not find alcohol. And Trinity K. Bonet's purse was literally a full bar. Like, it wasn't just one bottle of booze. It was like every single kind of booze that you wanted.
She had all the different liquors, the top shelf.
Liquor, I hardly know her. But we did have that time there at the Marco fashion show, and you were so fun, and you're so funny. And for people who don't know this, she is much tinier than she looks on TV. She is very compact.
And she already looks like very tiny.
Yes.
She's saying yes.
Yeah, jumping out of condos. So one of the funniest jokes in any season of RuPaul's Drag Race. But first, before we go into topics, let's talk about this hair. Now, it may read as a hard front, and it might as well have been, because it's practically a hard front.
Because it is one.
With your mama's screen door sewn on the top of it. I bought it for $19.95 at the corner of 49th And 6th, I believe. So for you New Yorkers, you know exactly what wig store I'm talking about. They have every single wig in the world that no one would ever wear. Like, they'll have like an auburn wig going into black, going into white that literally looks like the hair of someone who hasn't like retouched their roots in a long time. So I bought them all. And if it looks familiar, this was the hair that I wore for my show, Love is Dead. Well, last night, in the middle of the night, I somehow just got this little bit of extra energy, and I wanted to see if possibly I could do my own hair, because my hair has been done for years by my ex-husband, Chad O'Connell, but unfortunately he passed away, and now I'm a widow, so it's a great reason for you to tip below. He left me absolutely nothing, which is about what he gave me when we were together. But he did all my hair, so I said, I'm just going to try it out on one of these one of these kind of hard front lace fronts at the same time.
We're glad you tried.
Yeah, tried and semi-succeeded. B minus. Like Lady Bunny would say on Drag You. The clothes are nice. Your confidence could have been a little better, but B plus. But so and for those of you who don't know, Tootsie Snyder, who is known as probably the best drag queen in the city of Pittsburgh, as long as Lola LaCroix isn't listening, is actually behind the scenes running my tech show right now. And she's phenomenal at hair. And what would you say this is, a Tootsie? What would you grade this?
I would grade it. A B minus.
A 6 and a 7, and keys to your hotel room.
I just wanted to. So far, we already have some tips coming in. So we'd like to say thank you to Christine. We'd like to say thank
Hi, Christine.
We'd like
Bring
to-
me the X.
We'd
Buddy
like
wash.
to say thank you to Ricky
Thank you, Ricky. I loved you on my so-called life.
and Glitter and Mikey.
Thank you, Glitter and Mikey. Now, speaking of tips, whoever tips the most amount of money, and this is nationally or international, because you know when we get to the Funeral Home Shopping Network segment of this show, as you know, just so you guys know, we only shop to America because I don't like other countries. But for anyone who does the highest tipper, no matter where you are in the world, you will get one of these, and there are very few left in the world.
I think there's only 4.
All right, yeah, okay, there's 4.
4.
All right, that's gerrymandering, I think. You will receive the custom Sharon Needles swatch, and by swatch I mean I put an S in front of the word watch. This is not made. This is not made by Swatch, but it is a collectible limited edition from. I was going to say from Splash and Proof, but it's actually just Splash Proof. I don't really know who made it, but it's Splash Proof. And
Which is not the same thing as waterproof.
and this has the legendary photograph that Matthew Anderson, the legendary former makeup artist and creator of RuPaul, did of me right there. So the highest bidder at the end of this show, we will send this to you, and I'll probably send a whole bunch of signed merchandise as well. So someone please tip too much money, so someone has to outbid you. And if they end up paying.
Yeah, so the highest tipper is
I'll
going to receive
fly to
this.
whatever country you are in and tell you that it's not good.
So Carol sent you a tip. This is before the topics have even begun.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you.
Am-
Tug on the ear like Carol Burnett did for her mother every night. So I did it every night in every show I ever did, if you ever noticed it on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Amber sent you a wig.
Oh, Amber
So that's
alert. Look for a white Toyota Corolla.
House of Avalon sent you a tip, and they also said get a new wig.
Thank you, House of Avalon, and
Hunter.
if you want to sing, if you want to send Gigi Good over to do my hair, because frankly we need to see her good at something.
And then Cassandra sent you something.
And thank you, Cassandra, which is my favorite name. That is the real name of Elvira, which is Cassandra Peterson, and one of my favorite drag queens in the world, Cassandra Cass, the daughter of Dina Cass, who was the first drag queen I ever saw in Des Moines, Iowa. Now, let's move on. We're going to go back and we're going to thank these people here a little bit, because this part of the show is boring. Now, Hunter, if you're hearing me, I was thinking about doing our Ice Queen on this Facebook Live, and for those of you who don't understand that, there'll be a link down in the bio. I don't even know. What.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the
What that
bio.
means.
Swipe up, swipe left.
Now, Hunter, I know you're just coming for this part because there is no part in it, but I'm going to tell you who taught me how to do this. You know, I watched Chad do my wigs for years, but I didn't pay attention because I never really thought he was going to go anywhere. Thanks a lot, world. But it was James Mansfield's page where if you guys haven't watched these, please go out and watch them. She does these amazing videos of how to take the worst wig. She has I don't think she's ever done a video of a high quality wig. They're always straight out of the bag, costume wigs, or like a $20 wig out of your local beauty shop. But she's amazing if you want to learn how to go from this to this.
Cosmo Queen.
Now, right now,
We have quite a number of hot topics tonight.
you know what? We have too many hot topics, so I almost thought that, these hot topics are making me so hot that I just need to freshen back up.
A little Moschino moment.
A little Moschino moment. I mean, you're probably the most closest thing to Moschino next to Hunter, who is there watching. First of all, I want to say that I was looking for a pad of paper to write in, and I found this Stay Golden, probably from Walmart. I thought it was Chad's, but I needed a pad of paper, and I opened it up, and it turns out that my mom had sent me this months and months and months ago, and I didn't even notice. And I'm just going to quickly read this out to you because for my fans out there who are knowing, my mom is a champion against breast cancer right now. And I know that's something a lot of you guys can relate to. But I found this, and I was like, oh, a pad of paper with full pads of paper that I haven't ripped into little straws. I try not to use plastic straws when I'm doing cocaine because I like totals. But
Not the turtles.
it says 11/28/2020. Dear Aaron, this year has brought you challenges, opportunities, and above all, life. And that's really all any of us want. And I hope this journal is a landing spot for many ideas, doodles, essays, and whatever comes from your beautiful mind, from that beautiful mind of yours. Happy birthday, love, Mom. Nothing good has come out of this.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can't even read. Yeah, 1-800 numbers to get my cable turned back on. 3 pages of my costume designer Lady Hides because I kept writing it wrong.
Oh no.
And then notes, which because I write them.
Buy Indica breastplate. Oh, perfect.
But I already got you a breastplate. I gave you the one with the dark nipples.
But I want the one that Plastique has.
Well, nipples are the eyes to the face.
Is it cold in here or just my nipples?
Well, since that is a pure glass of vodka, and thank you. I mean, let's get into the topics. The topic is at hand. RuPaul's Drag Race. Currently, there was RuPaul's Drag Race UK, RuPaul's Drag Race America season cycle 13, RuPaul's Drag Race Australia's coming up.
Down under.
There's RuPaul's Drag Race Iraq coming up. RuPaul's Drag Race Zimbabwe, and my favorite one coming out is RuPaul's Drag Race Kazakhstan. Which is going to be a really good
TV
season.
it's gonna be a TV for the ages.
I don't know if Ru's going to host all of these. She's a busy gal. That ranch isn't going to frack itself. But let's talk, most importantly, RuPaul's Drag Race UK
Hun.
Season 2.
UK Hun.
Yeah, Yins K Hun, as we say here in Pittsburgh. Yins K Hun.
So, what I would like to start off by saying is I think that RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 2 was the most perfect season until the last 60 seconds.
Well.
Like, that is just how it was for me. And you know it's so good that we're starting to call Season 13 America's Drag Race.
Right.
We're saying, we're UK
Well, that means
Drag-
it's becoming global. Yeah. But of course, I know you
global.
are a big fan of Bimini.
Release the beast.
But, I mean, you also wear bucket hats and identify as a they. You go with whatever the internet tells you, regardless. So, I knew you'd go with whatever, Instagram told you. But I was, and you know this, I was a huge fan of Lawrence Chaney from the very beginning. First of all, I love bigger queens. There's more room for makeup. They look more. It's more exaggeration of the human form, which is what drag is supposed to be. She was funny, but the problem is I went on Twitter the other day to congratulate her.
Should we?
Which proves that I am not good at math, but I'm decent at math. What I had said was, congratulations to Lawrence Chaney. I've had the opportunity to see your warmth and your laughter for the last decade, where fans reminded me very quickly that she is 23 years old. But hear me out. I've been on the road for 10 years, and it's felt like 100. So I've been working with Lawrence Chaney since she was 18 years old. So it felt like 10 years, but it gave a lot of opportunities for people to say, "Are you shocked Sharon knows a 13-year-old?"
And
But anyway, congratulations to Lawrence Chaney. I think it was a fine win. It could have gone anyway. My big problem is they said Bimini lost to Lawrence Chaney while discrediting Taste as if she had no opportunity to win the crown. But who cares? Because now she is currently the face of Coca-Cola. And you know,
and beans on toast.
Yes, baked beans with butter on toast.
And ketchup.
And you know what? I mean, Pepsi's okay, but me and Imbecile, we love Coke.
Send Coke.
We love it. So congratulations to Taste for your working with Coca-Cola. Congratulations to Bimini for being a vegan. As you know, I don't eat animals, but I wear the shit out of them.
We have a little bit of Miss Morgan McMichaels. Say hello. She always tunes in.
Cheers to Miss Morgan McMichaels, longtime viewer, a first-time caller.
First-time caller.
I've noticed that you recently did another Joan Collins. If you just want to fuck my ex-husband, just call him honey. You don't have to dress up like Dynasty to get him.
Oh, God.
But he just quit smoking, he just quit drinking, so he may never have sex with a drag queen again, because that's how you get him. But anyway, back to season 2. I knew you were a big Bimini fan.
I was a huge Bimini fan. Here's the thing. Lawrence Chaney was amazing the entire season. I think that Bimini took the time off, just as I think that anybody who takes time off for like an all-star season, Bimini really took that time off, learned how to fucking chair dance, came back and won 4 of the 5 challenges. And that to me was just like, slay, bitch. But
and she kept that toupee looking the same for 7 months of being away from
You're talking
set.
about Lawrence.
Oh, Lawrence. Yeah.
I'm talking about Bimini. But the real thing that we need to talk about is how good Ellie Diamond's makeup is. Because Ellie Diamond's makeup is just a little bit of Roxy Andrews, a little bit of Sharon Needles, a little bit of Ellie Diamond.
It's that big, juicy paint.
It's like India Farah.
It's got that India Farah. It's got that Roxy. It's got a little bit of me. This is my music producer, Mikey Greco, just told me last year I did a whole Scottish tour with Ellie Diamond, and I would have remembered her because of that paint. What it really kind of hints on is how much I'm an alcoholic, because I do not remember being in a tour bus with her
and then seeing pictures.
I've never met her. I remember Rude Jazzle. I do not remember this tour, but I also glug glug glug, and it's Scotland. And if you've ever been to Glasgow, you'll know that I'm a moderate drinker when it comes to the cows of Glasgow. If you've ever met Munter Queen. But again, I felt like Taste was slept on, as if there was no opportunity that she was going to take it to the top.
No opportunity. She performed 4 times on 5 different lip syncs on the season.
Well, that's
the bitch made she just proved herself to every single promoter out there. Okay, let's book this queen because she can lip sync.
Absolutely, I say that about RuPaul's Drag Race all the time. Is Drag Race makes lip syncing a punishment when really it should be an applause, because it's what we do it's what other drag queens do for a living. Like you, Morgan McMichaels, you're real good at it.
With that being said, who do you think would have been sent home, you or Fifi O'Hara?
We all know that. I kept my wig on and my shoes on. I also was an erotic cunt who quit drag to play video games on Twitch. But anyway, congratulations to Lawrence Chaney. It was a great season all around, and unlike Drag Race America, I watched every single episode.
And that's because you used my login.
And that's because I used your login. Now let's move on to America's Drag Race Cycle 13, which has become a fascinating season.
Before we do that, I would like to congratulate some tippers. So we have
Just the tip, please.
just
Tipper, I hardly know her.
and it's a large, uncut, untaxable tip. So
Enough to get the watch.
yeah, sure.
Oh,
So
that's
we have,
upside down.
We have Victoria.
Thank you, Victoria. Pork Chop Parker. How you doing, Pork Chop?
We have Steph.
Hi, Steph. I know it's not my Stephanie because she just borrows money. She never gives it to me.
We have Kill the Man.
Oh, hi, Kildaman. I'll see you in Iowa probably on Thanksgiving.
We have the Acid Eye Cyclops.
Hi, Acid Eye Cyclo. Oh, hey.
Hi, Acid Eye Cyclops.
Oh, hey, Sid. I think I have an idea who that is. I have a lot of friends with just one eye.
Mandy.
Hey, Mandy. Thank you.
Catherine.
Catherine. Oh,
And that's all I can see for right now. So we can move into season 13.
Season 13, Cycle 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race America Edition. It's been a very exciting season.
And
I'm going to say this real quick. Just like the last 3 seasons, I don't know any of these people's names. But I will say, for the first time in RuPaul's Drag Race history, the frontliners are who I am rooting for.
Yeah,
Like usually, I like the Jiggly Calientes.
You
I
love
like the
Khloe
Ginger Minges.
Kardashian.
I like that kind of offbeat, kind of Tammy Brown. I never go for like too pretty or too polished. It bores me. If I wanted that, I would watch The Real Housewives. But the front runners on this season are really good. Actually, who do we have? Okay, and I'm excited for 2023 when we finally crown one of them.
So
Have we sent one home yet?
this is actually the longest season of Drag Race literally ever.
Too long.
We took a break. We had a
Too
lip
long.
sync episode in the beginning. We had a break for Corona in the middle.
Too long.
Morgan McMichaels apparently loves Utica. Slay.
And Utica looked like me the other day.
Yeah, she very,
Right? Is that the right one?
Yeah, Utica looked like you. It was the pop of the thing. The
Oh, I thought it was the Baps hairstyle that
Oh.
made people think it was.
yeah. I mean, Baps. It just screams Sharon Needles.
Mm-hmm.
So I think my front runners are obviously Simone from the legendary House of Avalon.
The
We have someone-
legendary House of Avalon, and not just an LA girl that the House of Avalon take their grubby little Arkansas backwater filthy fingers and
Stop
grab
talking
them
about-
grab them out of like the pit of LA. Simone is really from that era of, and I've had the pleasure, I was actually the first girl that the House of Avalon has ever booked before, and it's such an amazing city, but the fact that the House of Avalon have picked themselves up from the swamp of Pocahontas County and from Little Rock and have become the amazing house that they are today is amazing, and Simone is a testament to, for some reason, there's something in the water in Arkansas, and it's not just lead because, and they don't even drink water. Like they literally just drink those little hug jugs.
Or the
But-
CBD things that get sent to them promotionally.
But yeah, Simone is just killing it week after week, and you could say, oh, House of Avalon, maybe Mark and Marco and Jeremy Scott are like pulling favors and pulling stuff. Well, sometimes you can wear something that's so fierce and still be an idiot.
I mean,
And her mind
Look at
is
this earring
just
right here.
her mind is just rolling. But then of course there's my good friend, my makeup artist for most of my music videos, Got Mick. And I knew Got Mick before Got Mick made a visual a visual representation of her or of their visual confirmation.
Yeah.
But to watch that person grow as a person and the journey that they've gone through is amazing. But here's the amazing thing. It is really hard to be trans in this world. It is really hard to be different in this world. Got Mick got it so lucky. Got Mick didn't go to Hollywood and get beat up and get thrown in the gun. Got Mick showed up and hangs out with Paris Hilton
and James Charles.
and James Charles and Heidi Klum and Kim Petras. Got Mick
in
Got
Lake Tahoe.
Mick just had the whole celebrity world just handed to him on a silver platter. But you know what? When you're pampered like that, it doesn't give you the dirt and the grit to be a great entertainer. And this person is learning that every single day about the sense of community, humanity, fear, all of that is being shown, which I don't even think Gottmik has even been able to have the opportunity to deal with, other than some fancy religious parents in Scottsdale. I am not going to Scottsdale.
Well, and even that, the thing that you talk about, the grit, I think that Gottmik is learning on the TV show, and it's transpiring through every episode, like, very rapidly. And so, if there's a pitfall, and Gottmik is also the funniest person on this season. I don't care what anyone says. That whole Snatch Game momentum was fucking hilarious.
And Gottmik doesn't have a large repertoire of stage
That's
acting.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
She
Like,
does. She doesn't pull the emotion through a sad
just
lip
did
sync on
it.
stage. She doesn't do camper funny. You know, she's really pretty much a look queen and a count the numbers on Instagram queen. But you know what? That shows either the tenacity of someone who's working hard, or that anyone in the world can absolutely do this job because it's so stupid. Like you could take every queen in the world, put them on a dartboard, put on a blindfold, and throw 13 darts. That's my kind of season. But the two front runners, I'm going to say they're the front runners.
And my last front runner, who is really sneaking up right now, is Rosé. She is weaponizing her BFA. She is this stunning. She's doing everything that Jan couldn't do.
What's that one?
Mary Queen of Scots.
Did she show up looking like Jim in the hologram?
She was the one who did the Jim Carrey, the mask, green look.
I agree.
She's really good. She's amazing.
I agree too.
Rosé's phenomenal.
Love you, Rosé. Can't wait to see you again.
Rosé's really good on a summer day.
And we just lost Tina Burner.
Tina Burner, which the fans really were not having it with Tina Burner, which really makes me sad because Tina Burner represents like drag culture, drag herstory, and it's Tina Burner isn't maybe this like Instagram model, yes, this queen, but Tina Burner is the performance, the heart and soul, the grit of New York City.
She's a drag queen's drag queen.
And she knows how to smoke an eye out, kinda.
Yeah, her makeup's not good, but
Better than what it was.
no, it's bad. But I've watched some independent. I watched her What You Packin' with Michelle Visage, and there's something about her that seems like she really wants to be liked. Like she really just says the right drag queen statement, and that it always kind of makes me. That doesn't really work in the competition very well.
Actually,
Or
that's my thing with Miss Utica, is that I feel like Utica is from this small town, 200 people, and I think Utica is super hyper aware, because we have to remember this was being filmed during the Black Lives Matter protest when it was at its height, during COVID when it was at its height, and Utica I feel like is just super hyper aware of the fans' reactions and not wanting to get like attacked. So I think that doesn't lend itself like the true vulnerability
My
of
cigarette.
one's purse. Right, your cigarette is right here, bitch.
That's nail glue.
No, that's not. Go smoke your cigarette, bitch.
Oh, thank you, sis.
I don't know, like-
Yeah, Utica Rose. Yeah. Well, I personally know
So if
Simone and Gottmik, so I'm not being partial, but the people I know just are slang. And can we talk real quick about the beast look of Simone's beast look? It was
Foxy.
And I wanted to wear my beast look tonight because I have this giant winged fur holographic purple horned one-eyed purple people eater look.
I said no.
And she said no because she can't wear costumes during interviews or you'll just act like the person that you're dressed at. Look at that eye, bitch.
Yeah, last time she did
Someone get Gottmik on.
Last time she did
Bitch.
a costume on an interview was Joan Crawford, and she got read the house down on Hey Queen for her costume makeup.
Well, after this year, I'd rather just be red for my makeup. Well, congratulations to all the contestants of RuPaul's Drag Race Cycle 13. It will never be a legend season because that's 4 through 6.
Slay.
Speaking of pageantry, my ex-boyfriend with a penis, no longer a boyfriend, but now my best friend, Alaska Thunderfuck 5000 from the planet Glamatron. Gramatron, that's where
Gramatron.
Yeah, why stop at a gram?
Oh God.
Hosted her semi-annual drag queen
Every other year.
drag queen of the year pageant where
Competition award.
she chose, I believe, was it 13? 10?
It was 8. It was fully 8.
This is like when someone describes their dick on Grindr. Like 13, 10. Hey, it's your fault it's small.
It was
Maybe if you were more sexy, it would have gotten more jumbo.
at Fully Erect. It was 8 people.
At Fully Erect, Alaska Thunderfuck and her business partner Lola LaCroix, who also happens to be a legendary queen right here in the city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm telling you, there's a reason why I never moved to Hollywood. 1, because Pittsburgh makes the best queens, and 2, I can't afford it. So,
Certainly a legend.
8 queens were chosen all over the world to compete in Alaska's coveted crown of being drag queen of the world. And everyone was waiting for what the theme would be. Of course, 2 years ago when I was a judge, the theme was Everything Must Be Leopard Print. And this year, hold on to your seats, it was Everything Must Be
Zebra print.
Zebra Print, as you can see, represented on my fingernails. Again, for those of you who are watching, just look down. Keep tipping us or I'm going to get less funny.
Okay, so we do have some more
I
tips.
will.
We have more tips coming in. We got a tip from Erica,
Thank you, Erica.
from Catherine,
Thank you, Catherine.
from Mandy.
Thank you. I think we did these names. These sound
No.
Thank you, Mandy, again, or maybe you're a different Mandy.
We have Vicky.
Oh, hi, Vicky. I'm so sorry about you no longer being in DWV. I'm sure there's many opportunities coming for you.
We have Sarah Beth.
Hi, Sarah. Sarah's my favorite name. It's the name of my sister. It's the name of my favorite book by J.T. Leroy. And it's my favorite person in the Bible because she turned around, she turns into salt. Salt's my favorite food.
We have Katie.
Hi, Katie. Thank you so much.
Oh, Andrea thus far is the highest tipper. So, Andrea, you might be
Andrea, you're about to get you're about to get a cock ring. A cock ring that tells time. Maybe it's one of those fancy smart watches that tells you how many times you squirted out cum.
Hey Siri, how many wins did Sharon Needle have on her season? 4. The season 4 curse. We need to talk about that really quickly. So now there are several queens. Envy Peru from
We
Holland.
have so much to talk about.
I know.
How much can we talk about Drag Race? You're not paying me.
But
You're a whole RuPaul's Drag Race and World of Wonders, a whole bunch of soul-sucking monsters. How much screen time are we gonna give them? Go get them, Mickey, Simone, and Rose. Candy Muse.
well,
By the way, my ex-husband Chad started that whole sitting alone in VIP thing. So again, everything that happens on that show comes back to me. I want my check, World of Wonder.
and the IRS would like their check.
And Tyra Sanchez, I'd just at least like my iPad back.
Her iPad back. Yuck. Okay, Allison, Brandon, and Christine.
Allison, Brendan, and Christine, thank you so much. I have a lot of money. I just need more, and you need less. Money just made me so unhappy. It made me so unhappy that you should get rid of yours, give it to me, and I will take on the woes of the world. If I haven't already. Jesus, good. Okay, we're going to move on to something that's not so Drag Race related, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really watch it. I watch it on my phone. And it's not that I'm bitter towards RuPaul's Drag Race. It's just been on TV too long. And I'll tell you another thing. It's those musical challenges. RuPaul sings a song and then
I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love.
My name is Sharon. I look like Marilyn Manson. I want that crown, turn that frown upside down. It's always this talk rappy song. And when I hang out with my younger friends, which is not good because they make me look old, but if maybe they'll sleep with me. All they want to do is sing those terrible, terrible songs.
He'll fillet me, he will slay me. Miss
Yeah,
Kimora
see?
Black. Miss Kimora Black
Again,
says hello.
non-binary there, bucket hat, bimini, bing bong boom, and learns all those damn songs instead of listening to, I don't know, The Move from 1967. I don't know, Janis Joplin record. I don't know, the Rolling Stones, like real music. No. And I'm going to say this. This is a conversation I want to have, is the internet that I hate.
Kimora Black says hello.
Recently, hi Kimora Black, how are you, sweetheart? You are doing those, I don't know if they're tickety-tocketies or witchety-watcheties, but your edited makeup videos are so fun to watch.
Good.
And you put the lid back on the lid again, bitch. Look, I almost put the lid back on the lid.
And then you didn't.
Well, it kind of, I'm so old and I have so much Botox, I don't even know what an eyelid is. I know that skin shuts to make my eye wet so I don't die, but I'm not quite, I don't even know what is this anymore. But, oh, and Kamora Black, we used to speak before you were on RuPaul's Drag Race because I had such a huge obsession with you. And now my huge obsession is that you always tell people you haven't had your cheeks done when clearly you're a fucking bullshit liar. And I love it. It's like if Amanda Lepore said, what? Like, yeah, like, I had my teeth whitened.
Lip gloss mask.
But I hope you're doing well. Your skin looks amazing. That's either a great laser or a great filter, but your makeup has been killing it. No! And I don't know if these companies are paying you to do it, but they are edited so well, and you are one of my favorite faces on the planet. And I told you that before Drag Race. And you're the crazy banana queen, which is one of my favorite things in RuPaul's Drag Race history. There's Jiggly Calientes, there's soy sauce in my panties.
There's the monkey. That fucking monkey.
Then there's you with the monkey, and then there's Tammy Brown screaming at RuPaul in a finale. These are the things that make good TV. I don't want to see perfect snatch games, perfect gowns. I want Banana Monkey Queen, Tammy Brown yelling at RuPaul, and Jiggly Caliente either skipping rope in her yoga clothes from a class she never took,
and
or her saying she has soy sauce in her panties. That's happy ending semen. That's TV. That's when you knew the editors were good. But anyway, where was I on that? Things that I hate about the internet.
She said she was a fucking monkey.
So lately, a lot of people have been saying, since I'm a millennial, that I can't have a side parted hair or wear skinny jeans. I'm sorry, I like to wear skinny jeans because I have a nice ass and I'm skinny like the jeans, and I'm gay, so I like people to see a little like side ball head death. Sorry about it, sis. I don't want to wear your ironic 90s billowy
Jinkos.
jeans. No, if they wore Jinkos, I'd be in.
That'd be something.
Jinkos is funny, but like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let the generation that ate Tide Pods,
Not Tide Pods.
And created TikTok, and there was a TikToker. Am I allowed to play on my own phone? Well, I don't even need to screenshot him because I was going to read him for filth, but it was this TikToker that has 200,000 followers. And then he has, actually, I have to find the screenshot. It made me laugh and my blood boil at the same time, but I take so much screenshot because I don't know how to download porn.
With that being said, there's a reminder that you can tip the witch down below on PayPal.
The highest tipper.
The highest tipper is going to get this.
A swatch. Which is a watch where I put the S in front of it.
Yeah, that. So you can Venmo, you can PayPal.
Oh, I found it. His name's Giraffes of Hub. You gotta look this up. Giraffes of Hub. Giraffes as in a draft beer, which anyone who's following him hasn't had a beer yet. Maybe a nice raspberry mango mint wine cooler on your mom's birthday, 50th.
What is it?
I'm not saying it again, Mattress. You only got 5 chances. Anyway, he's got all these followers, and the title of his Instagram says, "This is the real one, not those fake ones." It's 9,000 followers. This is a real one. And this is what he does. He does about 20 posts a day, and it's like this. Done.
Oh, we have a new top tipper.
2 minutes later. All right. Now, if you're going to tell me I can't side part my hair and I can't wear my skinny jeans, but you eat Tide Pods and your TikToks do absolutely nothing, you're trash. Oh, and I'm old, so I'm just mad at your generation because I remember, just yesterday when I was your age and everyone was old to me because I didn't know it was 2 claps in Dark Lady instead of 3. That's a true story, too. I was in a gay bar when I was 18. Dark Lady lit the downs, they lit the candles one by one. I did 3 claps, and that record scratched.
They said,
Well, the record scratched because it was 1972, and that was the only way music was playing.
Yuck.
No, you're yuck.
You're yuck. We have a top tipper.
You listened to new Lana Del Rey album today instead of listening to an old Rolling Stones
no,
record.
no.
You're yuck.
No. What happened was
You couldn't listen to Bing Bang Bong one more time for the day, and your bucket hat was starting to fill up with sweat.
You're being mean.
Imbecile's catching on. She's catching on.
Aubriana-
It moves like Lady Bunny's wig.
Aubriana is the new top tipper, tipping at $225.
$225. Thank you so much. Thank you,
So-
Aubriana. Aubriana, you're going to win the watch.
So
that is,
anyone
unless
can-
someone else gets it. Do you know what this watch does? It tells time. It's orange. It's splash proof.
And it's a swatch.
It's made by Modify Watches, which is known as one of the companies in the USA that make watches. One of the many. It's in a plastic box. I like totals.
Come on, plastic box. Okay, we have another topic that we wanted to talk about, and Sharon, you wanted to bring up what's been going on in our social, racial, and political climate with the Asian hate that is happening.
I call it Asian panic. I mean, me as a transgressive artist, I understand what it's like for satanic panic. You know, there was a time where, just me personally, I had, and not to take away from any of the murders or any of the, I would want to say global, but this seems specifically American hate on our Asian brothers and sisters and our whatevers. But like, I remember just coming out with the video 666 and having Breitbart, who has over 6 billion followers, put that on their front page, and for me to get that reminded me of what political things can do. Now, when Trump left office, we all celebrated. But I'm transgressive. I love pop culture. I'm a little bit of Andy Warhol about things, so sometimes I don't really care. So I kind of got used to him being gone, and I was like, I kind of miss like all of that riffraff we were getting, because I didn't really feel the punch. I'm queer.
You're saying once Trump was banned from Twitter and he was out of office, there was like this.
Yeah, it was boring.
Yeah, it was just like
The news got boring.
Yeah, they started talking about Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, Mr. Potato Head or Dr. Seuss, things that do need to be addressed, but were way more smaller than the comparison of
The demise of our democracy, literally.
and not just that, but the brainwashing and the Hitlerism of it. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. People forget real quick. I mean, we love watching George Bush give Michelle Obama a Werther's Original, but we forget about how he purposely bombed Iraq knowing there was no weapons of mass destruction. We as Americans, we turn our villains into that crazy old guy. And I was kind of getting that way until the murders, the mass murder, which, if you listen to the right wing, they're going to just say that it was a random act. They just happened to be Asian. But the murders are one thing, but that's not like the small transgressions of spitting on people, pushing people,
cursing people out.
And for some reason in the city of San Francisco, the extreme amount of violence on elderly Asian or Asian looking people. Now, then
one lady gave it back to him, and she raised $1 million for anti-hate and like promoting the message of anti-hate.
Oh my gosh, I really need to get beat up.
No.
I need to get to San Francisco.
Oh no.
Could you imagine a gay drag queen in San Francisco? It's too crazy. But anyway, I watched this CBS special where they only used Asian correspondents to tell the story of American Asians from prominent to regular to older to, recently here or cultures who've come here right after Vietnam. And what I learned from it was historically in America, Asian cultures tend to be head down, don't ask questions, blend,
Work hard.
and that is because, especially after the War of Vietnam, the devastation that was left there, not just by the people of Vietnam, but the problems that we put there.
The Chinese, the racism against the Chinese back in the early 1900s, the Japanese internment camps. It started it all for us.
And it's true, and it makes you realize, like, I know a lot of people that would never make a black joke, but just didn't think in the back of their mind that, you know, like saying eating a dog, or which actually comes from, you know, people fleeing North Korea where their dogs would bark so loud and then they would have no food that they'd actually have to kill their dog to silence it and eat it. And sometimes it wasn't just a dog. Sometimes it was something even darker. And so all those like jokes that people just didn't think that were bad because they weren't being barked at about it was because there is a historical concept of American immigrants from Asian countries to head down, do good, work hard, and I'm glad that that silence is starting to be broken. And you know me, I'm a transgressive, messy ass queen. Everything is up for debate and also up for a joke, but the systematic American racism that even just seems to be embedded in our country is just something that's starting to get really gross.
Yeah, and even another thing is that, like, as COVID restrictions are lightening up, there has been 7 mass shootings in 7 days. And America just has this secular relationship with gun violence where we don't talk about it until it just happened. And so I think
And we're not here to say pro-gun or anti-gun.
No, we're not here to... Yeah, we're not...
Because I personally think, you know, I was just talking to Jiggly Caliente the other day because when I heard about those shootings, I reached out to Manila. I reached out especially to Jiggly, you know. She doesn't live in the safest place. You know, she can hold her own. I mean, she's a fucking New York kind of girl. Mm-hmm. And she said she was considering possibly buying a firearm. And I was just like, who, in a country that allows so many people to own weaponry, why should we just arm a whole bunch of crazy-ass white psychopaths? And if that, you know, I would rather have it be no one have a gun. But if the crazy white people own all the guns and all the ammunition, I'd feel safer if Jiggly Caliente learned, knew, and how to properly use and store a gun, and not just a hot glue gun, because she really was never good at a hot glue gun or a sewing machine.
She needed that shit on season 4, but yeah,
she needed a gun on
Somebody just asked if my name is Zach Biggins on Venmo. Yes, you can send me money.
Yes. His that mini mansion's not going to fund itself, honey.
No, but
his parents will.
They.
Oh, sorry, they.
Thine.
Buckethead.
They, thine.
They say you look like Santa.
Anyway, I think that was a little too.
It was
a little too heavy for my personal taste. So, you know.
Speaking of heavy, Piers Morgan.
Not only that, I heard there is a rock and roll, controversial, button pushing Sharon in Hollywood, and for once, it isn't me. Sharon Osbourne is in hot water because she got into a tiff with... I am so sorry I do not watch the show, so I don't know...
I don't know the name of the show either.
It's The Talk, but I don't know the correspondent that she had the tiff with. We'll have a fact checker check that real quick. Yeah. Maddie, could spoon out of the nose.
Who fought with Sharon Osbourne? Who...
The thing is, there's a million ways... Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood. Are you correct about that?
Yes.
Because I don't need you looking up some false facts.
Yes.
Okay, so she got in a fight with Carrie Underwood.
Cheryl Underwood.
And she said, when are you going to put out another country record album?
Yeah, what's up with this this American Idol shit?
But anyway, yeah, Sharon Osbourne has got herself into some hot water. I don't think necessarily about her defending a friend that is being perceived as making racist statements on the BBC morning show. BBC, maybe. I don't know. You guys only have 5 channels.
No.
No English.
It was Piers Morgan on.
It's one of your 5 channels
Good
that
Britain.
Come Dine With Me Come Dine With Me and Big Bang Theory isn't playing 24 hours a day.
Bing bang bong, sing sang song, ding dang dong, UK hun. Release the beast.
We're thinking about using new guests. Actually, Noodles with Needles is going on hiatus.
Oh no. Yeah.
But anyway, Sharon Osbourne got herself in this hot water while supporting and slightly defending her friend Piers Morgan after he walked off set after having a debate with a weather person of color about his remarks about Meghan Markle and Prince
Harry.
Which, by the way, the reason I was almost late today is I started The Crown last night. Girl,
I told her to.
I started The Crown last night. Well, I already have one. But,
Well, Violet broke it.
yeah, and Violet Chachki stole it. Fat bitch. But,
You're the first person to ever call Violet Chachki fat.
yeah, well, I'm cinched. If the camera can't
You
tell.
can call her
it.
poor, too.
I'm cinched to a 8 inches. So, but anyway, they had a debate. Piers Morgan walked off. I don't think he was asked to return to the show, or he said that he wasn't going to return to the show. Sharon Osbourne retaliated. But I think what the problem was is the way Sharon Osbourne said, "I should be the one crying."
It was just gaslighting the house.
Anytime a white rich lady who is the mom of heavy metal, who flaunts her wealth through reality television shows and plastic surgery and
Sharon, stop talking about yourself.
well,
you're just canceled.
I mean the show's not the talk's not as big as this show.
Oh yeah, I mean,
But
Noodle with Needles is
when
the key.
when she wanted to clap down about why Piers Morgan may have been perceived, in my opinion, was being racist, and I also think he was fucking dick hurt because Meghan Markle went on a fucking date with him, and she was just like, "You're gross."
She's like, you're ugly, and I'm gonna go marry a prince.
Yeah, I don't want your blood sausage. I don't want your little baked beans. I don't
On
want
a
your
toast.
roasted
I don't
tomato.
want- I don't want your beans on a toast. You fucking...
I'm gonna go with Harry and Taste and be the new face of Coca-Cola. But it was the way that she
Were you
responded.
silenced?
And I'm sorry, what was her name again? Miss Underwood?
Cheryl Underwood.
Cheryl Underwood. She kept her composure completely. Sharon Osbourne, on the other hand, blasted off, and then she went on to Entertainment Tonight and said that she was bamboozled. She would use as a sacrificial lamb. This is what I have to say. If you
Very
think you
bad.
were used as a sacrificial lamb, and you thought the network was trying to get you, that means you sat back, because you've been sitting at that table for 11 years, Miss Thing. And that means you sat back
You're not known.
and you watched everyone else be a sacrificial lamb, and it was only a problem when it happened to you.
You're not a lamb.
Yeah, because what happened?
No,
what
Mary.
happened to Leah Rema? Leah Rema was pushed away, and it's also been said that Sharon Osbourne has called Asian correspondents wonton or slanty eyes. She
She got into a big fight with
she called another correspondent too ghetto for the show. At the end of the day, people say things that put their foot in their mouth, but when you get too defensive, it's stupid. And my point is that if you're going to be on a show called The Talk, then fucking talk.
Yeah.
Don't get all defensive. Bitch, because I would love to sit at a table and dish dirt with a whole bunch of people for that paycheck and not complain about not wanting to talk about something that someone's talking to me about on a show called The Talk.
Period.
Yeah, and I'm just glad there's a Sharon who has more plastic surgery than me. Sharon Stone.
Sharon Tate.
God, these are too I was trying not to go too heavy today. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about is the reason I'm begging you guys for money right now is because I have too much and it would look like more if you gave it to me. That being said, on March 15th, I celebrated my 1-year anniversary of me not working. For the last 10 years, I've traveled in 47 countries nonstop, doing probably 20 personal shows, multiple collective shows with different companies, and I'm sure a lot of you in the comment sections have seen me a million ass times. If you haven't met me by now, you will never, ever, ever meet me. No. Whoa.
The one that
But-
got away.
When the money dried up and we couldn't work, first of all, our bodies didn't know what to do, our minds didn't know what to do. Me and Alaska talk about this all the time. We were just running around the world after Drag Race trying to make everyone happy, and then it was just stop. We didn't know how to express ourselves artistically. We didn't know where this went. Like, all this isn't real. We didn't know where it went. And it's been a whole year. But because, thanks to a company named Cameo, which is something I said I was not going to do. I said I wasn't going to do it. I thought it was for low-grade stars, not like a RuPaul's Drag Race winner from a game show from 10 years ago. Not like a real star.
Yeah, not...
I thought it was
not
for
low
those
grade.
washed, You know, those ones. Not me. No, I'm the Holly Weird Hills.
Exactly.
honey. And I did it, and
These are the hidden hills.
And you know what? It was an opportunity for me to get in drag for no reason and read messages and make people feel happy all over the world. I did so many of them for people who worked in the medical field who have been overworked. I've done it for a lot of birthdays, a lot of people who just needed an inspirational message when we were all stuck at home. That company, which I thought was so tacky and like the last thing you want to do, it's like when your fragrance hits Target.
TJ Maxx.
But it made me so happy. You may have noticed for some of you out there who have been trying to get a Cameo, I had taken the last 2 weeks off because I mentally just couldn't take it. Do you guys know how hard it is to get in drag just from your shoulders up and wish someone a happy birthday for $100 for 30 seconds?
I can't
It's
even do that.
exhausting. I'm kidding. I just needed some time off to go to New York and just kind of not think about anything. But let's open her back up.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to open it up live on screen.
Can I get a drum roll, please, from the peanut gallery?
Can I get a Hail Satan?
Hail Satan!
Can I get a Hail Satan?
Can I get a bump of coke?
Well, not on camera.
I'm joking.
We don't do coke. It's just like a gag.
It's just a joke. Yeah, honestly, like
Now
anyway.
go to reactivate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to reactivate right now.
That's what the biggest
Yeah. You sound like a John Waters character. I'm gonna go reactivate right now.
And guess what? You're available for both.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those on the side and those in between, and those who don't give a fuck, if you've been wanting a cameo from me, I'm back live on Cameo for the same damn price. Speaking of price, I think we should get to Funeral Home Shopping Network. That's right. This is the time of the show where we give you, the viewers, an opportunity to receive what I used to call my glamour boob tubes, but now it is our polished pine boxes. That's right, because this time you get... Let me just give you the price, because prices have gone up a little bit, but that's just because the merchandise has gone up. Now you get a personalized copy of my album, Taxidermy. Right here, you'll get it on CD. Any message you want, just put it in where you buy it. Now, before you buy, we're just letting you know we are only doing 11 boxes this week because this t-shirt truly is one of my rarest t-shirts. And in fact, I don't even think I kept one for myself for the archives. But you're going to get a copy, which this usually retails for, I think, $20 on my website. And I will remove the commercial packaging and have it personalized signed. If you haven't gotten into this record, it's 13 Satanic Songs of Pop. You also receive...
this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, all right. Yes. We're bringing on Sharon Osbourne next week for a guest.
Oh, yeah.
There's a magnet too.
I don't see her.
Oh, whatever. You get my eating shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg, which is a postcard. You will be getting 2 of these. One customed to you by me with a personal message, and one for you to send to a friend where you just pop a little bit of postage there. That's one of my most famous images I ever done. This sat 7 stories tall in Times Square when I was a face for PETA. Now, Sharon, why would you be a face for PETA? You don't eat animals, but you wear them because I wanted my fucking billboard, all right? Jesus Christ. B. Arthur did it while she was making meatballs. You also receive this image in a refrigerator magnet as all. You also receive a sprinkle of the original Sharon Needles promo shoot. These are temporary tattoos. They stick and for some reason it's wet. Even your retarded dog peed on it or bong water. You get a sprinkle of these, and of course, you also get the sprinkle of glow-in-the-dark fangs, witch fingers, all my stupid Halloween stuff. But this is what you get. Now, these come in 2 sizes. You don't get to pick. They come in XXL, and they come in 3XL. This is a 3XL, and she's a tiny little girl for fat. Now, if you look, this t-shirt was made by a company named Odd. It's a very high-end clothing company. These sold in store for $300. They are complete Egyptian cotton with the swoop neck. And it's a photo shoot of me in every single emotion. Now, these are from 2013. This is one of the first major luxury products that I've ever done. Again, they come in 2XL and 3XL. And since these were done by a high-end fashion company, 3XL fits like a medium because fashion hates fat people. But they are a great cotton. As you can see, it has the low-cut side. This isn't a normal cut for a t-shirt. And it is the very thin Egyptian cotton. And I didn't even know I had these. I found them in storage the other day. So we're doing 11, and the price starts at $75. Again, we only do American shipping. Do we have someone to keep an eye on?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it right now.
Purchases.
So $75 starting now.
Again, you get
And
the
wait,
you get the two
you have to put your shipping address in the bio.
shipping address in the bio. And if there's any personal messages that you want on your card, you can. Or I'm just going to tell you to kill your parents. Hail Satan.
we have 4 already sold.
We got 4 already sold. See,
So
things are
5.
going. Use Tootie.
We have 5 sold.
Use Tootie.
6 sold. Only 5 left.
We only have 5 left. That's 5. Do you know what's over 5? 6, and under that is 4. 5. See, it was 6, and it got 5. Now it's going to go to 4. These are numbers you can count on your hand.
Get yourself a polished pine.
If
box.
I only had one hand, I could only count. I could count to any number, but only 5
We
on
have
my
7?
hand. We're at 7. We got 7. These are $75, and use Tootie. Call now. We got Liza here after this. She's going to show you some of her great shawls and jewelry.
Only
She
3
likes
left.
clay. We only have 3 left. God, I should have found another
2
box.
left.
Of these. 2 left, and we're going to let you know. And I don't want you to pay because then I'm going to have to give you back your money. And sometimes I forget.
And we are done. We are done. We have sold out of the polished pine boxes. However, you can keep tipping. You can book a cameo.
Yeah. Keep giving me money even if you didn't get what you wanted. But who would do that? I'd be like, I'm just getting off the show now.
Very that. But so that comes to that portion. I think that we were going to take a couple questions.
What's that?
11:07.
11:07. All right. Now we go to question and answer. Can you do that for me, Toots?
They want to know if you still got a P10.
Oh, we didn't do that. All right. We're gonna go to the end of the show. First of all, thank you guys for tuning in. I was trying to be funnier today.
Yeah, you were trying.
Was I too dark? Can I get a cigarette, please, mattress?
Yeah.
We're still on camera.
She's doing question and answer.
I know.
What's your favorite Pittsburgh restaurant?
What's my favorite Pittsburgh restaurant? Now, I think you'll be able to know how to answer this.
58 no fun.
No, that's not true. 58 no fun.
Oh, Thai Gourmet.
Now, I'll tell you a funny story about this. My favorite restaurant in all of Pittsburgh is a Thai restaurant at the corner of Taylor and Liberty. It is the best Thai restaurant in the world. And like I'm telling you, I've been to 47 countries. I've eaten every Thai restaurant. I've eaten Thai food in Thailand. And this family just makes the best Thai food in the world. And I said, why does your Thai food taste better than everyone else? And they said, because we make it with love. And that is the sweetest thing. And I have watched the water girl who used to pour my water was 9 years old, and now she's in college, and I've just watched them grow. So I love them. But I do love 58 No Fun because it is the least funnest bar with the best bar food. But of course, my heart goes out to Blue Moon, where me and Alaska and the House of Hunk got started. And of course, P-Town, where I go because it's a gay bar where I'm young.
And I do shows.
Shows.
We have another question. How much for the boy in the bucket hat?
How much for the boy in the bucket hat? Now, the polished pine box is cost $75, but this, we're gonna move the decibel over for $7.50. You too can sponsor a pampered little Cuban bucket hat wearing non-binary bimini loving brat.
Move it over one more time.
And you can pay in installments.
Are you a fan of Dua Lipa?
Am I a fan of Dua Lipa? You know, I'm a huge fan of great underground pop music. And though they're not underground, they have that underground sound. You know, I never listened to pop music until I dated Alaska. And we were going camping one time in 2011, and she played the record Femme Fatale by Britney Spears. And I was shocked by how much I loved the production, the resonance, the lushness of pop music. And I'm a rock and roll queen, but at the end of the day, I like country western, I like gospel, I like soul, funk, disco, proto-punk, new romantic. I love all forms of music. And that was Femme Fatale was the record that made me start listening to good pop music. And Dua Lipa is very good. I thought it was two people because of the word.
No.
I thought it was. I was like, what are they going to do when one person gets more famous?
Yeah.
But Dua Lipa, Kim Petras, Carly Rae Jepsen. I really like pop music that
Katy
focuses
Perry.
on the production.
One.
Katy Perry's not good, but I do a good version of The One That Got Away.
Yeah, if you want Sharon to post that onto her YouTube, put a knife in the comments below.
Oh, I never heard about that, the emoji game.
Yeah, put a knife in the comments below if you want Sharon to release her cover.
Any other questions, guys?
What's your favorite number?
The one that got
performed?
away.
My favorite number to perform? My favorite number to perform of my own is Black Licorice, just because I love how it falls off my tongue. I love the way it sounds. And even though we never singled that off of, what record is that off of? Is that off of?
It's off of this one.
It's a Battle Axe? I really have no idea.
Yes, it is on
Yes. Black Licorice, because it's my most metal, it's my most Nine Inch Nails meets Depeche Mode sounding song. And my favorite song to lip sync of all time is Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton. As I'm really good at
I
it.
love when you do that as the Tin Man.
Yeah, I used to do it as the Tin Man. You know what I hate doing the Tin Man? Derek Barry.
Oh no.
Any other questions before we wrap up
know
here?
when you're going to be on Race Chaser, but aren't you already on Race Chaser?
Yeah, if you go back into the, I don't know if you call it discography or their catalog, I did do an episode
Of season 4.
of, I don't remember what we were doing.
You were covering season 4. They were rewatching season 4.
I don't think so. I wasn't on a season 4 episode though.
No.
Maybe not. I think
No,
you
I will
were
pull it up
talking
right
your
the
season
fuck
4,
now.
not their season.
You were 100%.
Please don't swear to my fans. There are 8-year-olds up at 11 at night.
I'm so sorry. It's 5 a.m. for some of them.
It's not my fault. I didn't make the sun. Any other questions before we wrap it up?
Oh, one last, well, I don't know, last one, but would you ever want to be a judge on Dracula?
I was asked season 1 to be on a judge on Dracula, and due to filming or me touring and their filming schedule just didn't work out. And then when I saw how season 2 really pumped it up, I got more interested, and I was asked for season 2, but I was on tour. But then they quit asking. They already got Elvira. You know what the difference between me and Elvira is? 8.5 inches.
What's your favorite perfume?
My favorite perfume? No. I don't know what to tell you. I can tell you what I'm currently wearing right now. I'm wearing Moschino Pink Fresh, which comes in this campy little Fabuloso bottle. But
I think whoever would have gotten that for you would really just understand your style, your taste.
I don't remember who got it for me.
Yeah.
It's like this. It's like whatever. It was like a little rabid beaver with chromosomal issues and a bucket hat.
Not a beaver.
Oh wait, it was you.
Oh, fuck you.
It was you. Wow.
Yuck.
Your parents have $36 million and you still wear a Claire's neck tattoo choker.
So, just so you know, again, you can continue to tip the witch down below at PayPal, Venmo. The top tipper right now is going to receive this watch, and let me tell you, the top tipper is at $225. If you want to,
we'll reach you after the show, and if we can, we'll do a FaceTime with you.
yeah, and if you want, I mean, you can send 226, and then you are the top tipper. So, please.
And that being said, this is it. What is your name?
Indica.
Indica. Children, I'll never have another one. This is Indica Queen. My name is Sharon Needles. This has been episode 4 of Noodles with Needles, where we didn't eat one bit of noodles. I just wasn't that hungry. But thank you guys so much for chewing the fat, letting us be able to get to see each other. Me not being on the road has been really tough, and I'll be honest with you, a little bit lonely, but brighter days are ahead. I don't believe in God, but I believe in each and every one of you. Hail Satan. Cheers.
To Bimini.
And kill your parents.
Woo!